Hi, this is Michael Reeves with Shifting Problems into Power, and today I want to talk about opportunities and pursuing them when they come along. And opportunities come in all kinds of different flavors and size and shapes. This is an opportunity back when I was 25 years old, and it's an unusual opportunity, but it illustrates a point. So a little background. I was working for an agency called Social Vocational Services, and we were working with special need high school students on job training. So we would go out into the community, and we had a variety of different jobs, and we were exposing them to the work world and teaching them different job schools, staying on task, following a task, those types of things. And then on Fridays, typically, we would go out into the community and do something fun. And this Friday, we were going to the circus. So on the way to the circus, I stopped to go to the bank to cash a check to be able to purchase the tickets. And it was a really busy Friday afternoon, and there were a lot of people in the bank, so I was slowly moving along in the line. And about two people ahead of me, the person went up to the teller, and he pulled a gun out, and he said to her, he said, "You killed my baby," jumped up on the counter, went over, and shot her in the head, and said, "I want everybody down." Even telling the story after all of these years. This was on February 23rd, 1980, and I've saved the newspaper story from all these years. I had a problem. I was in a bank with people terrified, and I had my assistant out in the van with 6 special needs high school students, students with autism, Down syndrome, those types of things. Their behavior and their social behavior could be unpredictable. And if I didn't come out very soon from the bank, she would have come in with the students. And we would have had a really much bigger problem, because we have a guy with a gun. He's gone over to the bank manager. He's got the gun to his head, and he's taken us all hostages. I kind of assessed the situation really quickly, because I thought I have a small window of opportunity here possibly to get out of this bank and to avert something really dramatic to happen. There were probably 40 people in the bank, and he was over in the manager section of the bank, which is a little bit further away from me, and we were down, behind the counter, so you couldn't really see us. And so I decided, without seconds even thinking through the process, that I needed to leave. Now, there was another reason why I needed to leave too. I had the van out there with my assistant with these special needs high school students, but on this date, February 23rd, 1980, my wife was 4 months pregnant. My first child was on its way. So it wasn't only that I had the students in the van that could come into this bank, but I also only been married for about 2 years, and we had our first child on the way, and I wasn't going to leave my wife alone to raise that child on her own. So I decided that I was going to get out, and I assessed the situation as if I'd been trained like I was a Navy SEAL, which I have no training like that. And I saw the door, and I saw the number of people. I saw the angle where he was at, that he couldn't see me, and I easily saw that I could crawl out and get to the door and be out, and there would be no way that he'd be able to shoot me. Everybody else in the bank was not moving. They were terrified. They were paralyzed with the fear. For me, I realized that this was an opportunity for me. I had minutes to get out of there. And so I took that opportunity. I crawled out and I opened the door, and I walked out to the van. There were no police. There was nothing other than usual was going on. We didn't have a cell phone at that time, and I assumed somebody had tripped an alarm. And so by the time I got into our van and we started to pull out of the parking lot, the police were already coming to there. And this turned out to be a very long hostage situation. And I don't think you can see it from the picture here very well, but he ended up having a number of hostages surround him. He taped the gun to the manager's head, and they had sharpshooters, and as they came out, they were able to shoot him and kill him. But he did end up shooting the manager at the same time too. So really super traumatic. So some of the people that stayed in the bank, I don't know how that affected their life. They probably had some kind of post-traumatic stress. I think I would have had it for sure. But I don't have any of those memories. What I remember was when opportunities come along in life, that I got to grab them. And sometimes they're going to be opportunities, business opportunities, or opportunities to ask for forgiveness from somebody, or an opportunity to help a neighbor in need, or an opportunity to invest in a business that I really believe in, or mentor and coach somebody. I'm a certified professional coach, and there's times that I coach people on a pro bono basis because I really believe in where they're at and where they're going in life. So I grab those opportunities and I don't let them disappear. If I'd waited another 5 or 10 minutes, I don't think I would have been able to get out of the bank. I think the chaos would have increased, and I think that he would have, as a kidnapper. I mean, he wasn't a bank robber. He was intent on suicide, I guess, really, and taking out this girlfriend, I guess, who had aborted one of his babies. I don't know the whole story. Whatever it was very emotionally impactful there. So today, I shared kind of a different story from my background, but I want you to think about that. Don't be held hostage in situations and not make a decision. A lot of us, sometimes we get stuck in the situations and we feel like we're a hostage. Like I was maybe I really was a hostage in this bank robbery, but you don't have to be a hostage. You can break free. You can walk away from some situations and find the right opportunities. Or you're being held hostage by your fear or doubts about a situation. So step back, have some time of reflection, and then move. Have an action plan. And find that potential in your life. Find the potential to break free, like I did from that bank.